Son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us.
So we are going to sing Away in the Manger. We're going to sing 3 verses.
Down his sweet head, the stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle all lowing, the baby awakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay. Close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and take us to heaven to live with thee there.
Amen.
So I'm glad that you all were able to come out tonight. I know the weather is not amazing, but you make me happy to see your faces here. So I think I know everyone here, and the one person I didn't know I met tonight, and so that's cool. My name is Meredith, and I'm the youth leader here at the church. The other day, I asked a few people what home meant to them, and here are some of the answers that I got. Cooking in the kitchen with family, which we did today. My bed. Comfort from one another. Warmth. Totally being yourself. Family. Safety and love. And then when I asked, what would you do to cure homesickness? If you were away from home, you really wanted to be home, what would you do? And here are some of the answers that I got. Go for a walk, call mom and dad, watch, or hang out with friends. I loved all the answers. So this homesick piece brings me to a song that I want to share with you. I'm not going to sing it, so don't worry. But the story behind this song. Do any of you know who Kenny Loggins is? Yes. Okay, good. Well, I was listening to him along with some other great singers, and in 1977, I was 8 years old, he wrote a song called Celebrate Me Home. And I don't think it's traditionally a Christmas song, but every year they play it on the radio, and the first line of the song is Home for the Holidays. So my mom played the piano as I was growing up, and the very start to the song is a piano, and it just brings me so much joy. But anyway, here's how this song came to be. Kenny Loggins was in New York. He was working, and he was extremely homesick, and he just wanted to be home. And his manager said, go write about it. Go write a song. So he did, and the words Celebrate Me Home were supposed to be a filler until he came up with something better. And he shared that with his producer, and the guy said, no, that's it. That's what I'm going to use. So he went upstairs to finish writing the song, and it was based on him being homesick. So when I think about the word home and celebrating me home, just as Bo was talking about, this is kind of a homecoming. Those are the things, everything that the people that I asked last week were talking about, those are the things that make me think of home too. But I want to share it from 3 different perspectives that I've had. So the first one, of course, is when I was young. We grew up in Oklahoma. 2 brothers and myself. I was in the middle. My dad, so our life was centered around the church. And every Christmas Eve, we had a church service, and then we would come home and we would beg our parents to see if we could open one present, just one. But my parents would give us 3 presents apiece. So if we opened one, that means we only had 2 for the next day. So it didn't always happen. But one year, I think I've shared this story on Tuesday nights before, but if you've heard it, you'll get to hear it again. One year, our parents let us open a gift that was for all 3 of us. And we were so excited because I really wanted an Atari game station. If any of you know what an Atari is, it's something like, what's it like now? Like a PlayStation or an Xbox or something. Well, we didn't get that. What we got was a globe that we were to share, which now it's kind of an amazing thing, but back then, it wasn't fun to play with, and it wasn't something we got excited about, but it was pretty cool. My older brother really gave my mom a hard time about that later. But when I think about that time in my life, there were no worries. I was just growing up in the 70s. We would go outside and play, and our parents would come outside and holler our names if it was getting dark, and we would come running home. And I think about where I am in my life today and preparing a message for Christmas Eve or Tuesday night, and I think, how cool would it be to call my dad and say, what do you think about this? Would this be dumb? Is this cool? Should I say this? So I think about home in that manner of having my family. And then the second perspective would be from being a young parent for 2 little girls and all the hustle and bustle that happens at Christmas time and creating the memories and starting the family traditions that you want to keep going, like getting the real Christmas tree or changing the lights from the soft white lights one year to the multicolored bright lights the next year, which is what we tried to do, although I couldn't find the white lights this year, so we did the colorful lights, which is not the right year for us to do that. Early mornings, the late nights, the sleepless nights, surviving on coffee and naps. You all know what I'm talking about. But creating those family traditions and just being there, just being with your family. But also, in the back of your mind, thinking, I want to go home. And you relate the things that are happening in that present moment to when you were younger. That's my perspective on it. And then to my current perspective, which is very busy with 2 teenagers at home who are hungry all the time. They both have jobs with extra activities, planning for their futures, hanging with their friends. This year, because they have jobs, they bought all their own Christmas gifts, wrapped them all, put them under the tree, which means they're needing me less and less. All of us grow and mature. This time of year can rekindle feelings that are sad sometimes due to a loss or missing people. And sometimes we change. We're different from who we were last year to who we are today. And it should be that way because we grow. We're changing every year. I should be different than I was last year. You should be different. But we still just want to go home. Every time I come into this church, it feels like home. The smell, the stained glass, the red carpet, the youth room. The smell reminds me of Vacation Bible School, and when that sun comes in at 5 o'clock, it reminds me of sweating up here, leading a song, helping kids sing and dance until they wore themselves out. But here's what I know for sure. Don't miss out on what's in front of you. Fit in the traditions where you can. Like at 10 o'clock at night when your kids come home from work or hanging with friends. Stay there, stay up, be in the moment. Make the cookies, but decorate them with your family. Share your favorite movies, your favorite books, your favorite music. create new traditions. We don't have to change all the traditions that we have, but the seasons change along with who we are. Sometimes our traditions have to go with us and grow with our kids. But the reason that I want to be home is because of the memories that we make, the memories that I can look back at pictures and laugh and smile and create new memories today. The anticipation of Jesus' birth is like the anticipation of going home. It brings joy. It helps us to feel loved and safe, and we can totally be ourselves. All of those things are what Jesus allows us to be. Hopefully we can always find our way back home for the holidays. And what I want to do now